Hi guys, welcome to another beer review, and I don't know if I've just got the weed sweats now, because every now and then I smell myself and I smell like marijuana when I'm sweating. I have no idea why. That's going on right now. Yeah, very odd. But anyway, today we've got a beer from the Samuel Adams guys. Samuel Adams. This beer review is dedicated to Steve over at Swiggin Steve's Bargain Beer Reviews, one of the nicest guys that I've met here on BeerTube, and he actually reviewed this beer fairly recently to me uploading, well, to me reviewing this, if that makes any sense. His video was probably about 2 or 3 weeks before I'm recording this one. And yeah, I was in the supermarket, Morrison's, and I was picking up stuff to bring back for me here in Germany for the better half and a couple of her friends. And I was just like walking past the beer aisle, as you do. Ended up picking myself up a couple of beers to drink on my last day, and then came across this one, which I think even, you know, going back to 2 or 3, maybe 3 or 4 years ago on YouTube, especially beer reviews based in the UK. This was, from what I remember, a hard beer to get hold of, and it was actually quite hyped, if I remember correctly. But now you could pick it up in Morrison's. I'm sure other supermarkets have this available. You can pick up the lager from these guys, and you have been able to for quite a while now back in the UK. But this is the Samuel Adams Rebel IPA, clocking in at 6.5% in a 355ml bottle. And yeah, I watched Steve's beer review when he uploaded it, and he really quite enjoyed it. And yeah, I thought it'd be fitting to give a really stand-up guy a shout out. And yeah, if you've not done so already, link is down below for you guys to subscribe. Yeah, Samuel Adams Rebel IPA. Looking really nice and snazzy. Sort of reminds me of the old Brewdog branding. I've enjoyed more than a few bottles of is it the Boston Lager, which I think it's called. But yeah, very snazzy looking bottle. Nice Samuel Adams crown going into the collection. And yeah, nice amounts of cannon smoke coming out of that one. But yeah, I do love a good IPA, as you guys know. Using my Kustritska glass, even though it's chipped after only 2 or 3 uses, but hey ho. So, won't pour it all in the glass at once, so I can get my big nose in there. But as you can see from the colour, very well carbonated, first off actually. And it's sort of like a nice orangey golden colour. You could be forgiven as to thinking that's almost like a slightly darker Hellas beer, to be honest. There's slight haze, but I'm not too sure if that's purely down to the fact that I've really only just picked this out of the fridge. And beer poured with about 1 finger's worth of an off-white head. So it looks good. It looks like a good IPA so far. Let's give it a sniff. You're definitely getting like these tropical juicy fruits in there. There's sort of like this slight lactose quality. Goes back to the sort of like Haribo Roundtree's Fruit Pastel, more to the Haribo, where it's like you've got the white gummy background and then like the jelly sweet. But yeah, it's this nice slight fruit bowl sort of aroma. You definitely get like freshly cut grass in there, maybe a little bit of pine. Going back to the intro of this video, that slight marijuana smell in there. Not that I know anything about that, of course. It had like slight sour jelly sweet sort of aroma. But right in the background, you get this nice, I'm going to say generic in the nicest way, sort of like malt character. So you get a nice malt backbone on the aroma. Anyway, it smells really nice. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. That's really nice. It's so nice and simple. I am not getting any of that 6.5% ABV. It just has that ABV of like a regular IPA. And would 6.5% be classed as a double IPA? I'm not too sure. Excuse me. It's got this really slight floral note to it. I'll say slight, that's like what I'm picking up a lot of actually. This nice floral note, which is not in the way, it's not obstructing any other flavours. It starts off really nice. Ever so slightly reminds me of like a Parma Violet sweet, but it's right there. And then it mellows out really nicely, and you get these like nice mellow hoppy fruity flavours in there. That grapefruit bitterness comes through just at the right time on the end. Yeah, this is a nice delicate IPA, and that 6.5% not present whatsoever. It sort of reminds me in terms of how easy drinking and mellow it is, but still flavourful, as like is it the Brooklyn Brewery East Coast IPA or Easy IPA? Another beer that I can pick up here in England, here in Germany, and yeah, for like €4 you get 4 bottles. I'm not gonna turn that down. That's a really satisfying, easy obtainable go-to sort of IPA for me, anyway. I mean, yeah, it's labelled as like Rebel IPA. It's like supposed to be bam, assaulting your taste buds. So I'm not sure if it delivers on what it promises. I suppose you could argue about that. But at the end of the day, the beer itself is actually really quite nice. And it's one of those things where I should have picked up maybe a couple of other bottles of this one. But anyway, Samuel Adams Rebel IPA. I actually really friggin' like that. That's such a nice beer. You could actually smash this if you were feeling up to it. You'd probably hate yourself the next day. But as you're drinking it, it just goes down a real treat. And yeah, I'm not too sure if the recipe's changed since it's become available in the UK. I would assume that this is an imported product, but I could be wrong. So hit me up in the comments if any of the information I've given has been incorrect, because it's as much as me learning about these beers as it is dissecting them and reviewing them. Anyway, it's another really long-winded video. I apologise about that. I probably will edit this one. That was the Samuel Adams Rebel IPA. If you've tried it, let me know your thoughts and opinions. Definitely go and pick a bottle of this up if you haven't done so already. Like I said, it could be available in quite a few supermarkets right now, but I've only seen it in Morrison's, even though I was only back in England for 11 days. But yeah, very happy with this purchase, and the fact that you can get a few bottles of this and it's not going to hurt your wallet too much. You can't complain about that, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Anyway, thank you guys for watching and sticking through this really long-winded beer review, even though I've hardly talked about the beer, as is the case. But you guys like that, so I'm happy to deliver the goods. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I shall hopefully see you in the next beer review. Cheers, guys. But more importantly, check out Steve at Swiggin Steve's Bargain Beer Reviews, because he's a great guy, and we need to promote the good people on YouTube. And thankfully, there's quite a lot of them. So, yeah, I'm guessing you've already subscribed to him. Why am I talking on this video? Why am I pretending to talk to someone else about me talking about people in a video?